Hello, this is Pastor James Hargrave with Greatest Love Ministries. Welcome to Greatest Love Ministries Live, GLM Live on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Today or tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about keeping our priorities straight when we're under the Antichrist. I think the Antichrist to be revealed is Barack Obama. However, it might not be. If you think it might be somebody else or it's not revealed yet who it will be, that's all right too. We know some of their characteristics and some of the type of things they might be imposing. One of the things I think the Antichrist will be imposing is a social credit score system to where we will not be able to buy or sell unless we have the right political and religious beliefs and orientation that align to what the Antichrist wants, believed, and taught. I believe it's going to be universalism. So specifics of religions that point to their faith as the way or the only way will be frowned upon, and if not just frowned upon, will be outlawed. Therefore, it's going to be a clamp down on free speech and our religious freedoms to express what Christians need to express, what they're called to express by God, their faith. So they won't be able to buy or sell unless they have the right answers. I think it'll be more than just having a mark of the beast. It's going to have a belief system that aligns with the Antichrist. So if you have a Christian belief system that's not going to align to what the Antichrist wants you to believe, and from that point, through the mark of the beast system, they will cut you off from the financial system and your right and your freedom to buy or sell in the free market. So that's what we're going to talk about. And, how do you have the right orientation towards that? One thing I think we should be careful with is we should obey this secular government system as much as we can. We should obey it. We should go along with it, no matter what we think about the policies, how misguided they may be, as long as it's not asking us or telling us to do something against Christian conscience or the scriptures. So if it's something that God's commanded us not to do, we can't do it. We're not going to do it no matter what the Antichrist says. And one of these areas I don't think is covered very much is beliefs. The Antichrist wants to overcome our beliefs. He wants us to believe what he believes, and he's going to try to force us to do it through financial system. So at that point, that's not ground you can give up. The Christian is called to express himself, express his Christian faith, and that covers a wide area of fields and disciplines. We cover a lot of area in the Christian faith that Christian faith is applicable to. And we want to speak to those issues in society from a Christian perspective. And if we're not allowed to do that, then we're not going to be able to buy or sell because we will get a negative social credit score. I think that's what is going on here with this mark of the beast thing. In a sense, if you had it and you still were honest Christian, provided godly biblical answers, they put you down to zero. You get no social credit. And that would be fine, so to speak, because as long as you're not denying your faith, not denying what the Lord taught you, not denying him, putting him first in your life, no matter what these other consequences might be from secular rulers who don't like what Christ has to say and don't like what you have to say as a Christian disciple. We are getting close. The Israel thing, it keeps escalating, and it's slow in getting started in some ways, but it's escalating. The U.S. is moving more assets into the Middle East. This ground invasion of Gaza keeps getting put back, but they seem to be getting ready for some sort of reaction, either by Iran or other players in the Middle East, and this thing really blowing up potentially when Israel invades Gaza. So we'll just have to keep watching this. The end times are in the scripture. I will tell you that without a doubt. We are in those periods. Tell us the years to be watching for. It tells us what happens in those years. It tells us, I was just saying this the other night, it tells us that in 2021, the North American ruler, or the King of the North, Joe Biden, will start being the destroyer. Will start destroying the country and doing very, very destructive things starting in 2021. Those are being fulfilled. I can't go into some of what those destructive things were because I'm being censored, and they will take this video down if I mention some of the things he's done that's been destructive and prophesied by God in the scripture, Revelation chapter 9, for example. So these are being fulfilled. I'm watching July 4, 2024 as a potential bombing of the throne of the beast, which is Washington, D.C. Many prophecies in the Bible are prophesied down to the day. We'll have to see if that is going to be fulfilled on the day it was prophesied, which would be 1,260 days from when Joe Biden took the oath of office. That's how I'm calculating July 4th, plus it's Independence Day. 1,260 days from when he took the oath of office, or when he confirmed the Constitution with many 4/7, and in the half of that 7, he will put an end to sacrifice and offering, which means he'll put an end to the financial system as we know it, to make room for this mark of the beast social credit score system that Barack Obama, then his who will follow him, will put into place. Those are the things I wanted to mention tonight. We need to be careful to obey in the areas we can, not rebel against the government, not cause any sort of rebellion, secular rebellion. Our kingdom as Christians is not of this world. It's a heavenly kingdom. It's a spiritual kingdom, one of peace, love, and joy towards all people. So we need to be careful not to be rebels during this period of this takeover, this coup of our country. And with that, I'll close. Thank you very much.